We're joined on the Oak Restaurant Hotline by the color voice for the Red Raiders, none other than Dustin Murray. Dustin,
Murray.
Tough night tonight for the Red Raiders, my friend.
Oh man, it was a long night. Even though the game got over quickly, it was just a horrible night for Coffee County. Probably the worst, well, by far the worst game of the season for Coach Davis and his staff.
Dustin, it sounded like with the turnovers, it really just took out any momentum that Coffee County came out of the locker room with. But it sounded like it got chippy late. What can you say about some of that?
Yeah, Coffee County started off with a great drive, and then Peyton Meeker interception stalled that drive. And late in the game, Lincoln County was not doing anything to pile up points, was just dominating the line of scrimmage, both sides of the ball, and so got a couple of late touchdowns, and then things kind of got ugly in the end zone. After the game, a Coffee County player was ejected, as well as a Lincoln County offensive lineman, the Coffee County defensive lineman. They will both have to sit out next week. Lincoln County has one more regular season game remaining, so he will have to sit out that ball game. But Lincoln County moved to 4-1 in district play, so playoffs looking good for them. That young man will be able to play again. Coffee County, it looks like J.C. Simmons was the guy that got ejected for the Raiders, and he will have to miss next week's ball game, but should be able to return for the coffee pot game. But it was just one of those games, Dennis, where you practice about 365 days a year with the weight room and stuff like that, and you come out and just get embarrassed like that. It's just some frustration boiling over there at the end for Coffee County. But nothing happened after the game or anything like that. Just a little frustration boiling over for Coffee County.
You're talking to Dustin Murray. He is the color voice for WMSR in Manchester here on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show.
Dustin, it sounded like you talked about the turnovers. Dennis kind of brought it up. They ended up with 6, I think all of them in the air. 6 turnovers, only 5 first downs. That's kind of a backwards stat line. A lot of balls got picked off in the air. Coffee County, they didn't. It seemed like they never really were able to. Obviously couldn't get it going through the air, but they never really established anything on the ground either, did they?
No, never. The leading rusher for Coffee County was Cody Howes. He finished with 31 yards. They had Dawson Carter finished with 28, along with Gavin Husted, who just got in late in the game when Lincoln County had kind of subbed players in and out. He got finished with 28, but no. Not a lot of offense for Coffee County. Had 71 yards and a half. I haven't totaled up what they finished with, but it wasn't much more than that, as Coffee County had one possession in the third quarter due to the speeding up of the clock, and then got a late touchdown in the ball game, kind of racked up some yards on the second, third team of Lincoln County. But just an all-around frustrating night for Coffee County. Just kind of came out flat once again in the first quarter and just never bounced back. A lot of times we've got down early and was able to, get some things together and kind of make it at least an interesting ball game in the second half or around halftime, but it just didn't happen tonight. And Lincoln County was senior night and homecoming, a lot to play for tonight. They had a great crowd and, got a lot of seniors playing the football game. I think there were 5 different Falcons to score tonight, so a lot of the seniors got to get in and get some playing time and, were able to contribute. So, a good game there by Lincoln County as they bounced back from getting embarrassed last week to Shelbyville and pretty much embarrassed us this week. So Coffee County back to the drawing board. We go to Shelbyville playing a very hot, what it sounds like a very hot Shelbyville team right now, as they have just been the last 3 weeks just dominating opponents. And so we go there next week and hopefully rebound and then finish up with Tullahoma in the coffee pot game. But just not a whole lot of positive for Coach Davis and the coaching staff to take into next week. Kind of one of those games you just want to throw out the window and forget about and play 1 week at a time.
All right, Dustin, we appreciate it as always. Y'all have a safe trip home. We will talk to you a little later.
All right, guys.
All right,
Good show. Talk to you later.
All right, this is Dustin Murray, the part of the radio play-by-play team for Coffee County on Thunder Radio.